Hello, test mic check. What is up, guys? Today, me and my partner are going to have a little what you call a film review based on the movie Over the Wall. So, Over the Wall is a short film that is written and directed by an Israeli film producer, Roy Zafrani. Over the Wall is a film that puts you in the shoes of two children, starred by Adi Weiss. I don't even know how to pronounce his name, and Liron Argasi. I'm so sorry. During the Israel-Palestine conflict. Now I get it, right? There are a plethora of war movies, right, that showcase the horrors and the violence of war. I mean, even I can name a few right now. Let me see. There's Saving Private Ryan, or Band of Brothers, Dunkirk, 1917. I mean, all of these movies are great. All of these are war movies. But Over the Wall shows quite the opposite. There's no shooting in the film, there's no bombings or anything, but the film, the director still managed to capture our hearts and feel their pain as a war victim. But enough small talk. I mean, we get it now. War equals to bad, right? But the real reason that we want to make this video is because we want to enlighten Roy Zafrani's intention when making this film. Now, would you believe that this film is actually an invitation to whoever that is included in the Palestinian-Israeli conflict to just get along? Now, before I advance any further, I would like to pass on to my partner.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Farhan. I'm the partner of Faizul. Today I want to talk about we are all children in Over the Wall. Okay, as mentioned in our introduction, we state that we started to see the film differently after knowing Ray Zafrani's intention when producing the film. Into what you asked, let us begin our discussion starting with the choice of characters that the director proceeds with. Okay, as we know, the star of the film is an Israeli child. Here, allow me to emphasize the word child. Does it make you wonder that even the selection of character has its own discrete meaning? Will the story change if the main character were someone else from a different age group? Someone that is older or mature? The answer is yes. Even in an interview in 2021 conducted by people from Filmmakers Connect, a blogspot made for everything short films related, Roy specifically stated it can be very difficult to break up with the characters I have written. This confirms he had put a lot of thought when authoring this story, including character-wise, and so I can corroborate those characters in the film actually portrays the Israeli conflict in a unique way that we had never seen before. Okay, during our first screening of the film, honestly, our interest in the film was not that high. Mainly because the message that were intended to emit ungraspable. But seeing Roy deeply wishes for a better, peaceful future touch our hearts entirely. Thus, further makes us inclined to rewatch the film, but with a distinct perspective. Without a doubt, rewatching the film does help with immersion. Okay, we go to the next part.
Hey guys, it's me again. You miss me? I bet you do. So, remember in the early parts of this video, I told you that that this short film is actually an invitation for world peace. If you guys haven't believed me yet, take a look at this scene.
מהו דימוי? אמצעי לשוני המשווה בין שני רכיבים לשוניים מתחומים שונים, שיש ביניהם יסוד משותף דומה, אך לא זהה. אוקיי?
Connecting them creates a new meaning. Is this line a coincidence? To us, it is actually not. To us, Roy intended that line to be included. As I said before, his intention is to bring these two war-torn nations together. I don't know. You guys think for yourself. In the exact same scene, there is another line that caught our attention, which is
לדוגמה, יש לנו גיבור כארי. דימוי אדם
a courageous boy is as brave as a lion. Now, what does this mean? To anyone that watched the movie the first time, they might think like, oh yeah, Nathan is brave. He boldly made contact with people from the other side of the wall. Or did Roy intended a message towards his people of Israel? Does he want his people to gather up courage to stand up and fight to end this conflict? That is our opinion. In another interview conducted by Artists for Israel, a blog spot for Israeli film artists, they asked Roy a specific question, which is, do you believe that film can change the heart of people, or something like this? And do you know what he said? Roy's answer is just blows me away. That's all I can say. I quote, "If I didn't believe that, then I wouldn't make films. It would be pretentious to say that I want to change the world. But if my film touches even just a few people and makes a minor change in their life, then I've succeeded." Are you seeing this? Do you believe me yet? Do you see how Roy badly wants to end the war? To stop the conflict, all the bloodshed that happens all around him? He just wants these two countries to just get along. I mean, it's not so hard. But I understand his frustration though, his anger, his loss for words. I mean, he just wants to share his messages across the world. But it is prevented due to politics. Politics. How so? How so? How does politics make this so bad? My partner will explain further. Take it away.
Okay, now I want to talk about the oppression from the government in this film. Okay, there is a scene that then there is the scene which is the news watching scene set on the final parts of the film.
יו, קבלי.
שנייה, תנו לי רגע להקשיב פה, חבר'ה, תהיו רגע בשקט. שנייה.
במקביל, חיל האוויר תקף הבוקר מטרות חמאס בבית חנון, בתגובה לירי הרקטות הבלתי פוסק על יישובי הדרום. הפלסטינים דיווחו על 5 הרוגים.
טוב, יופי, טוב מאוד, סוף סוף. רק כוח הם מבינים החרות האלה.
In this kind of situation, we can see there is two different of emotion, which is Nathan and his mom. We can see that Nathan is really worried about his friend behind the wall, which is in Palestine. But his father keep cursing and keep like arrogant, which is the thing that Israel is still a strong soldier, and it's easy to attack the Palestine. And that's all for me. Then back to my partner.
So to summarize, all I can say is Roy's way of telling his people to stand up is unique. I mean, rather than just making a video and expressing his concerns, he preferred to make use of his skill and knowledge to make a short film instead. So therefore I say, Over the Wall is actually a short film that must be seen by all, whether you're involved in the war and in the conflict or not. But before I end this video, let me show you this one last heart-warming clip. That clip does it for me. That clip is the pinnacle of the invitation. That's all from us. Thank you very much.
انا مش شايف فيكم حد، انتوا عيال عايشين على الحق، كل الناس عارفاكوا على القد، كل الناس عارفه اني غشيم.